If you think the war in Iran and the moon mission were used to distract us from the Epstein files, we would probably be pretty good friends. If you think old cathedrals weren't built for church service and instead were built as healing centers, we would probably be pretty good friends. If you think dinosaurs never existed, but instead it was actually dragons and that they still exist, we would probably be pretty good friends. If you think bells were once used for healing, repelling storms, and warding off demons, and that's the real reason why they got rid of all the bells, not because they needed ammunition for the war, we would probably be pretty good friends. Well, after all of this, let me know if you think we would be pretty good friends.
Gases mix, yes, gases mix for sure, but that's not what I'm saying.
Wait, watch this. How do you have an ozone layer then if you know they mix? If you just agreed with me, gases don't layer out and they mix. How do you have an ozone layer?
Hold on. There's heavier gases and lighter gases. The lighter gases are going to go up.
But ozone's more dense. Well, watch this. Ozone's more dense than oxygen. So you just cooked yourself.
If that's your answer, you should explain that to me. If it's more dense,
I don't believe in an ozone layer.
So you don't believe in the ozone layer?
No.
Then how are you going to use it for your argument?
Because that's your argument. I'm using your own globe against you. You said the lighter gases would be higher, and here you are believing in an ozone layer that is more dense than air. Do we have an ozone layer on the ground?
No, we do not have an ozone layer. The ozone layer is in the sky.
Why? It's more dense than oxygen. It's more dense.
So you don't believe in ozone layer, so you don't believe in ozone?
How come we don't have an ozone layer on the ground then? If you just agreed with me that the heavier molecules are on the ground and ozone is more dense than oxygen, why don't we have an ozone layer on the ground? Oh my god. That's a clip. The silent. Oh my god, that's the longest silence.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
That is the long, guys, that was the longest silence.
Sorry, I was getting a call. What did you say?
You were getting a call.
Yeah, I don't understand. What's so funny?
He was getting a call, guys.
I don't understand what you're saying, man.
Holy shit.
Hey, oh my god.
Hey,
what happened? What happened? Did you say something?
I'm a conspiracy theorist, and here are some things that I will not be teaching my children. That ancient Egypt was in modern day Egypt. Instead, we will have a lesson on the Grand Canyon and why a majority of it is blocked off to the public. That we built buildings like this with hammer and chisel. Instead, we'll have a lesson on Tartarian architecture, the World Fairs, and how our entire history is a lie. That a comet took out the dinosaurs. Instead, we will have a lesson on dinosaurs being make-believe and how museums are used to cover up what really existed. That raw milk is dangerous. Instead, we will have a lesson on how pasteurization destroys nutrients, eliminates enzymes, and makes milk a dead food. If you're a conspiracy theorist like us, make sure to follow along.
Does anyone else find it interesting that so much has been removed from our history books? Like if you go and actually get the physical textbook from before 1910, if you go and get a history book before 1910, it actually says that there was an advanced civilization here in the United States before the Native Americans. That there was evidence that they found it when they came over here, that they met the Native Americans, and then they found all these ruins from, quote unquote, in the book, an advanced civilization that was here in the past, but was no longer here. Yet my entire life growing up, I was never taught that. None of us were ever taught that. In fact, we're taught the opposite, and we're told not to ask about that. Why'd they take it out of the books? I can't be the only one that's curious about this stuff. I mean, everything's being put, you know, in computers and databases. The problem with that is that they're removing anything they want first. So our only proof is in these physical textbooks. And how long are we going to have those? I don't know about you, but I'm going to start buying old books. Okay, love you, bye.
Our history may not be exactly what they tell us. Did you know that all of the major cities in the United States had catastrophic fires in the 1800s and early 1900s that may not seem like much until you realize before the fires, this is what the cities looked like. We're told these magnificent buildings were just wood and plaster and thrown together in a couple of years for world fairs. But look at how massive these buildings were. This is Buffalo, New York, and we're supposed to believe this was built with horse and buggy and was just a temporary building? Does this look temporary to you? Something is not adding up. San Francisco also had a real treasure island, and this was Chicago, the White City. This is what's left of it. All destroyed in mysterious fires or controlled demolition. If you knew what we were taught in school wasn't exactly accurate, you might have some questions, like I do. Like, what could they possibly be covering up by burning these beautiful buildings to the ground? Maybe that giants once existed. Maybe that energy is actually free and can be harvested from the ether. Or maybe creatures we are told are mythological actually existed and still do. Maybe that our maps are wrong and the stories that we read about in the Bible actually took place here. But I don't know. Let me know what you think.
If you think that space travel is real, then you also have to think that Erica Kirk is acting like a completely normal, grieving widow. You have to believe this because your entire logic is why would anyone lie to us? You also have to believe that Katy Perry went to space with 5 other women with no helmets on. You have to believe that because your other logic is that Google is the truth. You have to believe that the Twin Towers were struck by 2 separate planes because of terrorists. You can't believe in a single conspiracy theory because of your logic. You also have to believe that Charlie Kirk got shot by Tyler Robinson with a sniper rifle. You have to believe that the pyramids were built by slaves. You have to believe in the Big Bang Theory. You have to believe in evolution and that we went from fish to monkey to human. You have to believe everything that RFK Jr. says. You also have to believe everything that Trump says and everything the media tells you. You literally have to believe all of these things because of your own fucking logic.